The news about massive layoffs and recession are around for quite a while. Every now and then you bump across a friend who says he has applied for 50 jobs but not landed an interview so far. In other words, he has been rejected 50 times. In this video we'll see 10 reasons why resumes are rejected.
Please subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon.
Number 1. Appearance. Even before reading your resume, the first thing recruiters see is its appearance. Simple mistakes in readability, fonts, and font sizes can make the appearance look very bad. Furthermore, things like empty spaces or too much coloring can make your resume appear unprofessional. Some tweaks and appearance stunts might work for application as an artist or designer, but it may not work for a majority of jobs. Number 2. Order of information. When the information presented on your resume is not presented in the right order, which means the most important skills required for the job are not highlighted at the start or are hard to find, your resume has a high chance of rejection. The harder you make for the recruiter look for what he wants to see, the more you are setting yourself up for failure. The best way to order information on your resume is to put the most job-relevant skills at the top. However, care should be taken that the arrangement is consistent. For example, a person applying for a project manager position should write his project management software skills, methodologies, and certifications at the top along with his ability to complete the projects on time. Similarly, for a sales job it makes more sense to place some statistics or latest sales achievements at the top. Number 3. Mistakes. Spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, or wrong information can give the impression that you did not pay enough attention while applying for a job, and you do not take the vacancy seriously. In modern days, some job applications clearly mention conditions like, don't add your picture, hide your personal information, or, add this job ID to your profile. Failing to meet those conditions can become the recipe to rejection. Number 4. Copied content. Believe it or not, sometimes a bunch of friends apply to the same job, with the same resume, only with name changed, which shows an extremely non-serious attitude. In that case, unless the recruiter is your brother, there is almost no chance someone would seriously have a look at it. Other than that, catchy phrases from the internet pasted in your resume can also be immediately caught. In modern days, job descriptions are long and clear, and some applicants take advantage of that by copying the whole job description in their resume, which is actually plagiarism and a cause of rejection. Number 5. Unneeded information. A resume for a logistics manager position that has 3 lines dedicated to your table tennis and football skills will not give a good impression. Similarly, if a software engineer mentions 15 different programming languages in his skills, he will add more confusion to the recruiter. While it is certainly prohibited to copy and paste the job description in your resume, it is definitely needed to take the job description as a guideline to set up your resume. You have to tailor your resume to match the job requirements for every single job application and remove all irrelevant information. This means if you apply for 10 jobs, you have to tailor your resume for each job application. Number 6. Long paragraphs. Jobs that have a huge influx of applicants requires the recruiters to sort 100 resumes in 1 or 2 hours, which means they don't have time to read long pieces of text or paragraphs. While it is good to have a resume that reflects your profile and skill set in detail, it is also important to keep it concise and presentable in a way that the most relevant information is outright available, otherwise, there is a high chance your resume will be rejected. Number 7. Lack of enthusiasm. Unless you are a well-known expert in your field, or you're applying for a job requiring a very unique skill set where you have kind of a monopoly, you need to show a good level of enthusiasm in your resume. Enthusiasm is reflected by giving a deep and passionate reason of why you are interested in a particular job position, which can only be accomplished after going through the company profile and understanding the job description in detail. It is understandable that you need the job because you want to financially survive, but unless it is a low-wage gig, it is not the only motivation that should be reflected in your resume. Number 8. Unexplained gaps. A resume is like a portfolio of your educational and professional life. If you have inconsistent dates or unexplained gaps in your resume, it may lead to a negative impression. Saying you took 1 year off for maternal or paternal care is better than leaving it on the wild guess of the recruiters. In order to really turn it in your favor, you better have things like, I did volunteer work. Or, I helped a friend set up his business. Number 9, can't be searched online. Let's say your resume is flawless, and you have attracted full attraction of the reader, but you have information in your resume that is not verifiable online, for example, a broken link, or a university or institute that has no website. It may give a negative impression, hence, you are rejected. In modern era of social media and professional networks like LinkedIn, having no online presence can also result in your rejection, especially if you are young and don't have a lot of work experience. Number 10. Relevance. Let's say you are able to create a perfect resume that avoids all of the reasons for rejection that you just heard. You may still get a rejection citing that your skill set does not match the requirements of this job. Depending upon the industry and seniority, around 70% or more of your skill set should match the job description. Otherwise, there is a high chance of rejection. Furthermore, we are not living in a perfect world, and in many occasions, organizations pre-decide the candidates even before they post the job listing. Still, the most common reason why you don't hear back from employers is that your resume was never read by a human. It either got dumped in a large pool of applications, or it was rejected by a software. In the next video, we will learn how to guarantee success in finding your job.